Welcome to the Transitions Daily podcast. Transitions Daily is an online recovery group that offers a daily distribution of popular recovery resources accompanied by a secret Facebook group for discussion. We hope you enjoy today's readings.
This is Transitions Daily for October 15th, read by Cindy L. from Fort Worth, Texas. AA thoughts for the day. The gift. Perhaps there is a better way. We think so. For we are now on a different basis of trusting and relying upon God. We trust infinite God rather than our finite selves. We are in the world to play the role He assigns. Just to the extent that we do as we think He would have us and humbly rely on Him, does He enable us to match calamity with serenity. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 68. Thought to consider. What I am is God's gift to me. What I make of myself is my gift to Him. Acronyms. Fear. Frustration, ego, anxiety, resentment. Just for today. Clothing drop box. From my bottle, my resentments, and me. By this time I was so wild-eyed and filthy, people would shy away from me. I hated the look of fear on their faces when they saw me. They looked at me as if I were not human, and maybe I wasn't. In one large city, I took to sleeping on the grates with a piece of plastic over me so I wouldn't freeze. One night I found a clothing drop box I could get into. It made a nice warm place to sleep, and I could get new clothes in the morning. In the middle of the night, someone threw in more clothes. I opened the top, looked up, and shouted thanks. The woman threw up her hands and ran away screaming. Lordy, Lordy. She jumped in her car and screeched off. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 441. Daily reflections. My checklist, not yours. Gossip barbed with our anger, a polite form of murder by character assassination, has its satisfactions for us too. Here we are not trying to help those we criticize. We are trying to proclaim our own righteousness. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 67. Sometimes I don't realize that I gossiped about someone until the end of the day, when I take an inventory of the day's activities. And then my gossiping appears like a blemish in my beautiful day. How could I have said something like that? Gossip shows its ugly head during a coffee break, or lunch with business associates, or I may gossip during the evening when I'm tired from the day's activities, and feel justified in bolstering my ego at the expense of someone else. Character defects like gossip sneak into my life when I am not making a constant effort to work the 12 steps of recovery. I need to remind myself that my uniqueness is the blessing of my being, and that applies equally to everyone who crosses my path in life's journey. Today, the only inventory I need to take is my own. I'll leave the judgment of others to the final judge, divine providence. As Bill sees it, emotional sobriety. If we examine every disturbance we have, great or small, we will find at the root of it some unhealthy dependency and its consequent unhealthy demand. Let us, with God's help, continually surrender these hobbling liabilities. Then we can be set free to live and love. We may then be able to 12th step ourselves, as well as others, into emotional sobriety. Grapevine, January 1958. Big Book quote. Once more, the alcoholic at certain times has no effective mental defense against the first drink. Except in a few rare cases, neither he nor any human being can provide such a defense. His defense must come from a higher power. Alcoholics Anonymous, More About Alcoholism, page 43. 24 hours a day. AA thought for the day. Am I deeply grateful to AA for what it has done for me in regaining my sobriety and opening up an entirely new life for me? AA has made it possible for me to carry on other interests in business and in various other associations with people. It has made a full life possible for me. It would perhaps be wrong if all my activities were limited to AA work. It has made a well-rounded life possible for me in work, in play, and in hobbies of various kinds. But will I desert AA because of this? Will I accept a diploma and become a graduate of AA? Do I realize that I could have nothing worthwhile without AA? Meditation for the day. There is only one way to get full satisfaction from life, and that is to live the way you believe God wants you to live. Live with life in that secret place of the Spirit, and you will have a feeling of being on the right road. You will have a deep sense of satisfaction. The world will have meaning and you will have a place in the world. Work to do that counts in the eternal order of things. Many things will work for you and with you as long as you feel you are on God's side. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may have a sense of the eternal value of the work I do. I pray that I may not only work for now, but also for eternity. Hazelden Foundation, P.O. Box 176, Center City, Minnesota, 55012. I am Cindy, and I am an alcoholic.
We hope you enjoyed today's readings. You can also receive Transitions Daily via email and discuss today's readings in our secret Facebook group. So for more information, go to dailyaaemails.com today.
Other than the 24 hours a day reading, unless otherwise specified, all quotes copyright Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc., 1952 through 2001.